Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jnana Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Thapitam Ena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Gadamayam Tadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Siyuto Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sarvajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tam Sajiva Sarvaitam Sarvajatam Parijana Sai Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Pada Shahagana Lalita Sri Vishakatamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinobandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Bindavaneshwari Vishobhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vishya Kipa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebbo Vaishnavebbo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So next thing is the Kirtan, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Kirtan.
Okay.
So general march pattern is the Kirtan and then Mangalacharan prayers. And then that is the, but anyway, Prabhuji. So Mangalacharan prayers is also very nice. Yeah.
Okay, okay, Prabhu, just I'll get the kartal and then let's start. 1 second.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu.
Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunja Bihari So Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Giridharadhari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Giridharadhari Jashodanandana Brojo Jana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brojo Jana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brojo Jana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brojo Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Giridharadhari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Giridharadhari Jashodanandana Brojo Jana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brojo Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Ratan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Gaurangi Mataji. Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna.
So, Uncle Prabhu, next is start, or what is the next?
Still 8 more minutes for Kirtan Prabhuji. So if you are happy how you wanted to continue, or you can speak on the selected topic.
Still 8 more minutes.
Yeah, so until 8:20 it is Kirtan and the
Okay.
Mangalacharan prayers both together.
Okay, we have done the Mangalacharan, so we'll continue with the Kirtan then.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay, just give me 1 second, Prabhu. গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর, গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর, হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে ববে নীর, হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে ববে নীর, আরো কবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে, আরো কবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে, সংসার বাসন্ন মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে, সংসার বাসন্ন মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে, বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন, বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন, কবে হাম ঘুচা রহিব যে শ্রী বৃন্দাবন, কবে হাম রহিব যে শ্রী বৃন্দাবন, রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে হইবে আকুতি, রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে হইবে আকুতি, কবে হাম ঘুচাব যে যুগল প্রীতি, কবে হাম ঘুচাবো যে যুগল প্রীতি, রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে রাহ মোর আশা, রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে রাখো মোর আশা, প্রার্থনা কর সদা নরোত্তম দাসা, প্রার্থনা কর সদা নরোত্তম দাসা। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর, গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর, হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে ববে নীর, হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে ববে নীর। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। Hare Prabhu. I'll start to the next level.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And bless.
So next is the class, right, Prabhu? Hare Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Oh, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you everyone to give me the opportunity to talk in front of all of you elevated devotee. Please accept my humble obeisances, and please forgive me if I say wrong direction. Please do correct me. Here we go. I planned the class a little bit different way. I enjoy hearing all the Maharajas and ISKCON Prabhus, and so I thought what I have learned over the years, or over what I enjoyed listening, I'll just gather something and like discuss with all of you and see how it goes. So the first thing is coming to the Krishna consciousness is we find what is the realization, self-realization. What is the self-realization, or what is our identity? We try to find out coming to the Krishna consciousness, not only Krishna consciousness, any spiritual path. When you step into the spiritual life, the first thing is we need to find out what is the self-realization. Self-realization means we are the soul, we are not this body. This is very easy to say, but very difficult to realize. This is the most important things, the first things we need to realize, and this is very difficult because our soul is encased in this body, and we use this body every day, every single endeavor for different activities and things. So we are so engaged with this body, so we are so attached to this body. We find always very difficult to keep our soul and body realization separately. Now, the second thing is, how do we do this? Is the very important thing of the spiritual life is Atoto Brahma Jigasha. We need to find out. That's the main purpose of our life, that we need to find out who we are, why we are here, where are we going. Srila Prabhupada always give a nice story about this. So we are going on a train, we're sitting with another passenger next to us. We never meet the passenger before, so we ask each other. So I say, I'm sitting next to someone and I'm asking him, where are you going? Sorry, first question, that where are you coming from? If the person says, I don't know, then you think, oh, okay, where are you coming from? You don't know. Okay, let's go forward a little bit. So you ask the same question, next question, where are you going? If the person says again, I don't know, then you start thinking, is that person okay? Or something, is everything okay with him? Then next question you ask, oh, what are you doing on the train then? And the person a person answer you, I don't know. Then you start thinking, something wrong with this person. This person must be lost or crazy or something. Our situation is exactly same in this material world. We don't know where we came from, what we're doing in this earth, where are we going to, most of the people. But under the Krishna consciousness and Srila Prabhupada is a different story, but I'm giving a general idea that most of the people, we don't know what is our goal, where are we heading to, what is the purpose of this world. So is the Atata Brahma Jigasha, which is very important. We need to find out for the realization of self-realization. So another analogy I always kept in my heart, Nish Prabhu has given us when he started the Sangha, is always with me, is that how our body and the whole, he compared the whole body and the senses and the mind with a chariot, and the chariot with the 5 horses. Those 5 horses are the 5 senses. Then the chariot has the rein, the strap, which is controlled by a Sarathi, and the chariot Sarathi, and there is a passenger as well. So those 5 horses are the 5 senses. Whole chariot is our body. The reins are the mind, and the next is the Sarathi. Sarathi is the intelligent, and the soul is sitting in there as a passenger. The 5 senses are our eyes, nose, tongue, ears, and the skin, or touch, or feeling. So, and then this 5 senses is always driving us crazy, driving the mind crazy, because it's related directly to the mind. So it's driving crazy. Say, if you see a nice flower, a nice man or woman, we feel like, oh, let's go and see. If you see a nice, if you smell a nice perfume or something, we go, oh, let's go and smell. If you hear a nice music, you go, and we want to go. So the sense is driving us into 5 different directions. So if the horse are riding, when we are riding the horses, and if the horse are riding on 5 different directions, you can imagine that we are not going in a right path or right direction. We are going everywhere. We are scattered, and the horses are jumping around, so, and our mind work in the same way. We are riding it. We don't know where you're going. And very importantly, if we can control with this rein, these 5 horses, and we can direct the horse in the right direction, then we know our goal is going to end up in Golaka Vrindavan, and those 5 senses can take us. If the mind is our friend, then that mind will take us to the Krishna's abode. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita always said that our mind is more powerful then the senses, then intelligent, the Sharathi is more powerful than the mind, and the soul is more powerful than the intelligence. So if it overlaps, one takes over other, that's a chaos. That's always a chaos. So I'll give you another little story. There's a cowherd boy in a village. He has his cows, and he always milk the cow every day. And the cow is slowly every day he's growing. Cow is growing. Cow is a Bindavan cow, and he got nice horns in his head. The horns are growing, and the boy is milking every day and looking at the horns and thinking, oh, will my head go through these horns? Is the horn big enough now? Can I put my head inside the horns? And he keep thinking and doing in that way. It crosses in years, he's gone over a year. And he keep thinking, and the cow's horns grown bigger and two horns touch together and become a round shape. And after a year and so, his senses took over his mind, and he thought, okay, I'll put my head over there. So he put his head through the horns. Now, of course, the cow, he's not used to this situation. So cow started jumping around and going around the village and running. And he was like literally dying. His neck is stuck there. And you can imagine that, like, what is the situation? He starts screaming. And then the help, save me. And the villagers run around and manage to hold him and take the head out. And the villagers all are upset with him and saying, are you not thinking? What are you doing? You're not thinking. The boy looked at them and said, do you think I'm not thinking? I'm thinking that for more than years. That shows, the moral of the story is, it shows that which direction we are thinking. Are we thinking on the right direction, or are we thinking on the wrong direction? If we're thinking on the wrong direction, we will end up like the cowhead boy, jumping in our mind, and everything will be jumping around, and in that unpleasant situation. So that shows that if the mind, if the power of the senses take over the mind, what can happen? So that's how Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that these are the hierarchies of this all this chariot example. Yes, and then it's very important that what we decide every step of our life, any decision we take in our life is very important, and we have to face the consequences. Every little things like we decide. For example, we're deciding whom to marry. You have to spend your whole life with her. You're deciding what job you want to do. You decided the job, then you have to be fixed with the job for 9 to 5, same profession. You cannot get out of it that easily. We decide where we're going to live. We can live in India, we can live in Paschatya Deshe, Tarine, or Western countries, or London, Europe. We decide, and we have to live with this community. We can't ever. So every decision, even if you look in Mahabharata, Arjun, how difficult for him was to decide. He was literally taking the worst decision of his life, and he was literally taking the worst decision of his life. He's standing in front of Krishna and saying that, Krishna, my head is spinning, my skin is burning, Gandiva is falling off my hands. I want to give up everything and I want to go to the forest. That would be the worst decision of his life. Now, all of us in here in the Sangha, we have taken a worst decision in our life. Can anyone say what is the worst decision? And we also have also taken a great decision as well. So can anyone say what is the worst decision we have taken in our life? All of us, we did in here. Anyone? Ratan Prabhu?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, yes. So can you clarify the question more clearly?
I said all of us in here took a worst decision. Do you want to give a guess? What is the worst decision? And also we have taken
Yeah,
good
or, yeah, good decision and worst decision. Sometimes people in family life, they'll say, "Oh, my partner, to select my partner." Hare Krishna.
No, I was thinking a little bit different, Prabhu. Okay.
No,
I'll
I am
tell.
joking. I am joking.
I'll tell the worst decision. I'll tell the bad one first, then I go to the good one. The worst decision is we decided to envy Krishna and come to this material world. Krishna বহুর্মুখী হইয়া ভোগবাঞ্ছা করে নিকটস্থ মায়া তারে জাপটাইয়া ধরে. That means we turn around to Krishna and we decided to enjoy our senses, and nearest Maya straight away, right away grab us and put us into this material world. That's the worst decision we have taken. Everyone, all of us, we have taken. Now, the good decision, anyone want to decide? Anyone want to give a guess? Amaka Prabhu, you do it.
We are in the Devotees Association, Prabhuji.
Brilliant, Prabhu. Yes, Haribol. That's the answer I was looking. Yes, we are under the shelter of Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada himself, he promised that at the end of our life, if we stick to Srila Prabhupada's direction, he will come and take us to Krishna's abode. This is the best decision. So slowly but surely, although we have taken a worse decision to come to this material world, we hope to go to Krishna's abode, and Srila Prabhupada will help us to do that. Now, the decision is very, very important. Yes, that's what I was saying. That Arjuna, although before taking any decision, Arjuna is a wise man. He's a very wise man, much wiser than the material people we are now. That's why before he has taken those decisions, he has followed 4 steps. These are the 4 steps we'll talk through today, and we'll see how we reach. The first step Arjuna take is challenge the decision to clarify the idea. Why are we taking this decision? What is the ultimate goal of this decision? He challenged Krishna by saying that, Krishna, I don't want to fight. Why should I fight? I do not want this emperor. I do not want this wealth. I do not want this power. These are not the things is giving me happiness. It will not give me happiness. I want real. I do not want this to by killing all my own people, my guru, my family. I do not want that. So he really challenged Krishna before he took the decision. And in 45 minutes, Krishna changed his whole worst decision to the best decision of the best decision for Arjuna, and the best decision for the whole mankind and the universe as well. We can see because of Arjuna's decision, we can see Mahabharata, what happened, and we are following here now today. Otherwise, the world would be different, the whole universe will be different. So challenge and clarify that why we taking this decision. Now that's very important. We take our time before we take the decision, and we move back and step back and take our mind clearly and things everything away from all our words and knowledge we have. Just keep a clear mind, because the world is giving us all this information, all this knowledge and things. Sometimes, is it really our decision, or we are thinking is someone else is putting some information to our mind and we are following their information? And after following those, when we come to the end, if we realize that, oh, I have handed over so much, I have put so much time and effort on this, and this is not what I wanted. This is someone else's idea. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have this success. This is not success for me. I want something else. This is not I meant. So is an analogy, is a good analogy. It says, if someone tell a lie loud enough and long enough, that becomes so-called truth. And the so-called truth, if it is enough people believe this so-called truth, that becomes a culture. When the culture is passed from one generation to other generation, that becomes a tradition. Now, after that becomes a tradition, people are born in this tradition, generation after generation, and following this tradition. So we can see the tradition is based on so-called culture, and the so-called culture is based on so-called truth, and so-called truth is based on complete lie, is a lie. So we have to take time and take away our mind away from all the information the whole world or our surrounding, even our family members or everyone is giving us, and think that what I want, what is my ultimate goal is, what I really want, what is that, what is success. We have to take a time out. We can't say that, oh, we don't have time, because in that intense situation, Arjuna, if he can take time out, because biggest war of the world, million people are dying, if he can take his time out and stand, ask Krishna to bring the chariot middle of the two parties and say, oh, then spend 45 minutes with Krishna and then take the decision. We can have time. We cannot say that we can't have time. And that's very important that we take our time out and decide that what we want to do, what is the ultimate goal for that, what is the what is the ultimate goal for it. Now that's the first thing that we challenge. We have a clear idea what we're doing, what we're doing. The next is consult. Arjuna was consulting with Krishna. In 45 minutes with his consultation, everything changed. Whole his idea, whole his vision is changed. Arjuna was seeing this whole world with his emotion, and his eyes is materialized, or his his emotional eyes. But in 45 minutes, Krishna put his lens of the eyes is a spiritual eyes. He saw through the spiritual lenses, and he see completely different. He sees a different world. He says, then he becomes strong. He wants to fight for Krishna. He wants to have the victory for Krishna. Now we can say, oh, Krishna was with Arjuna's Sarathi, so Arjuna can ask Krishna easily, whom are we going to ask? Whom are we going to consult? Krishna has given the whole Bhagavad Gita through Arjuna for us. We can follow it. We can have any answer and every answer for our any decision. If we read it properly, then yes, we have all the answer. And Bhagavad Gita does not tell us what to do, what not to do. Bhagavad Gita gives us all the philosophy, all the ideas, and then, as Krishna says in the at the end, after giving all this knowledge on the 18th chapter, that Jatha Ichcha Tatha Kuru. Whatever I gave you the wisdom, you do what you want to do. This is your decision. Krishna never interfere in our free will. That's one thing Krishna has given us. He never interfere with us. So at the end, after taking the decision, after reading the or getting all the knowledge, we have to decide ourselves. Now one can say, okay, reading the same Gita, different person can have different idea. Different person can get the different gist out of the Gita. I may not understand the proper answer, what I'm looking for. Even then, Krishna has his own agents, like all the spiritual masters, all the gurus are there to guide us to the right path. So we have to take association with the gurus. With their help, we can have the right answer through them. Now, that's how we can reach to the right decision again. So two things. Number two, first is the clarification, what we are asking for before we take the decision. Next one is the consultation. Consult with the appropriate person, not with anyone and someone, with the appropriate person. Number three is the connection with the ultimate goal. We can never move away from the ultimate goal. Our ultimate goal is reach to Krishna's abode. If we do anything and everything, and if we think, oh, is that helping us to reach to improve our spiritual life, or is that helping us to go to Krishna? Am I even little bit whatever I'm doing, what I'm taking decision for, is it helping us to go a little bit forward towards Krishna? Then that will be the correct decision. We should always attach to the ultimate goal. We can never move away from the ultimate goal. We can sometimes, for the time being, it might seem like this is better. This is better if you do this. It might feel good. What feels good now, it may not be good for the ultimate goal or ultimate decision or ultimate future. It not be the best thing to reach to the Krishna Loka or Krishna's abode. So we cannot, for a single second, any decision we take, we have to always keep ourselves connected to the ultimate goal, which is reach to Krishna's abode. And that's the third one. And the fourth one is surrender and be fearless. Now, surrender, to get some knowledge from the Guru, or like Arjuna, he was in that situation with Krishna so that he can receive from Krishna that, and Krishna was giving him because Arjuna was that level and Arjuna was absolutely surrendered to him. If we don't surrender to Guru, or if we don't surrender ourselves, then we cannot receive. We cannot receive properly. It's always has to be the level. Always Guru will straight away realize you're inside. You cannot hide from Krishna because Krishna is inside you. We can try so many things, but we can dodge this, that, but no, we cannot. Ishwaram Sarva Bhutanam Riddhasya Arjuna Tishtati. So we cannot dodge Krishna. Krishna is here. He knows our mind. He knows everything, that what is going through our mind, what is going through our soul. So we have to surrender and be fearless at the same time. Be fearless. We cannot keep fear inside. When we surrender, and when we are 100% surrendered, then we are fearless. We said, "Oh, Krishna will do. Krishna will save me. Krishna will whatever I do, Krishna will save me." We have to, of course, we can't just blindly do that. We have to build up that relationship. We have to have the surrenderness, and then we have to have that fearless and take the decision. Because if we don't take risk inside that other side of the fearlessness, by not taking the fear, that bold decision, there's more risks exist in there on the other side. So we have to take fearless decisions in life. So yeah, and yes, and the very importantly, and the other thing is associations, of course. But these are the four things. These are the four things very important. If we follow these four steps, what Arjuna has followed, and we can never take a wrong decision in life, and we will always go forward towards our ultimate goal, which is going back to Godhead and going back to Krishna consciousness. Lord Ram said, Narak Bash is better than the Dusta Sangha. Why? Because if we reach to Narak, whatever the sin we have done, it will go down. It will cut down. But if we don't associate, if we associate in this material life with Asat Sangha, our sin will increase. So that's why Lord Ram said, it's better to go in Narak rather than mix with the wrong people. So that's it. I will end up this in here. And another thing is, like, we can live, we can born thousands of times, like we've been born different species and things. We'll have father, mother all the times. But we cannot always have the Krishna consciousness shelter, Srila Prabhupada's shelter. We can born again and again. We can born thousands and millions sometimes, and we can have different types of parents, different father, different mother. But Krishna consciousness and Srila Prabhupada's shelter, we cannot promise always. So I'll finish by saying that Jare Dakho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh, Amar Aggai Guru Hoiya Devadesh. Taro Desh. That's Mahaprabhu's Bani. That's very important. So we are in the right path. We are in the right Shanga. We are in a good association. So we should be spreading the Krishna consciousness around. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. If any question or any suggestion, Prabhuji, Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Ratan Prabhuji, go on, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, wonderful. Really, you presented really very nice. Very.
Nothing now for in front of you, all of these devotees, Prabhu. I just tried, Prabhu.
But that is your humility. Actually, it was really, it's amazing preaching. So this is also you mentioned very systematic way nicely. We have to very careful about this. At the last word you mentioned, we have to jare dekho take tare bolo Krishna Upadesh. That is the three things we have to remember: achar, vichar, prachar. So we have to maintain our Krishna consciousness way of life. Visar, visar means what is the right or wrong, we have to understand. Visar means not to justify others, but visar means whatever I am doing right or wrong, it is I have to. So achar, visar, and then we have to prachar. Jare dekho, take boro Krishna Upadesh. So without become as a devotee, we cannot present as a devotional life. So even Shurpanakha presented about Ram, but she has presented wrongly actually to Sita, about Sita, because it was her intention so that if Sita can vanish, they can be vanished, then she can enjoy with Ram. So, but she presented about Sita, is a preaching about Sita, but her intention was wrong, to vanishing, for the vanishing of Sita. So that is also very interesting. Intention should be right way, right mood, right purpose, and also this is our intention to back to Godhead. This is the really. So another comment I have to add. You mentioned is another way, surrender and fearless. Very wonderful. Even Bali Maharaj, he was guided by his guru. That is, don't follow your this Brahman. He can cheat you, and he can take everything from you. But Boli Maharaj at that time, he was very confident. He said, I promised, and I have to do that. I have to do that. I have to follow my promise. There is no way. Even death also coming, death also should be fearless for me. But I have to maintain my promise. And this is the very opportunity to give something to Brahman in this time in the right way, right way. I am only giving land, nothing else. Many people, they can give up their life also for someone, some other purpose. But this is the right purpose, right way, I can give that. So that is why it's very important not surrender and fearless to right person, right way, right attention. So that is also very important. Thank you very much. You presented everything very nicely, wonderfully. Thank you very much.
Very beautifully said, Prabhuji. And also this decision making is reflecting in our life what we are doing. And you have given very nice examples, Prabhuji, with the about the train journey and about a person who is milking the cow. So that really help us to understand. For ideal people, it is very easy to understand instead of philosophies. So this is so beautifully presented, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And also surrendering onto the spiritual masters and the devotees association. This is, as Krishna also mentions, like when you are in my association, under my protection, you would come across Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya matparaha buddhi yogam upasritya matchittaha satatam bhava. Always under my protection. Always matchittaha satatam bhava. So Krishna says these verses in the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter. Yeah, Machittaha Sarvadurghani Mat Prasadat Tarishyasi Atachetum Ahankaran Nasroshasi Vinakshasi. So you would, if you hear, or you would cross all obstacles in your life very easily. Otherwise, you'll be ruined. So Atachetum Ahankaran Nasroshasi Vinakshasi. If you do not hear, you'll fall down into the material pool. This material pool, it is very, very, we do not have complete vision of how fearful it is. So since the birth of, as a child, when we enter into the mother's womb, by taking the shelter of, by taking men's semen and entering into woman's womb. So since that time, the child starts, he gets the consciousness at 7 months. He feels so much of pains, and within the womb, so there is lots of stool and urine where this baby fall, and then he cries about, I am in the very dirty place, and there are so many insects are born and they're biting it. And then the child prays to the Supreme Personality of God, why I am here. So 100 past, he could remember 100 lifetimes, all the activities, what he has done. And then he prays to the Lord. So there itself, the insects, they take the opportunity of biting the little baby there. It is very, very delicate. But so he cannot move, and he would be moving from the 7th month. He will be moving, and he will get so much of torture. If mother eats salty or bitter or spicy foods, the baby, he feels so much of pain. He cannot tolerate that kind of taste. Whatever the mother takes, that is going to the baby. So many restrictions when the for the mother who is bearing the child. So likewise, baby follows so much of horrible situations in the womb itself. As soon as he come out of the womb, then he will forget everything. In the womb itself, he prays to the Supreme Lord, the Lord, whoever is Supreme Controller, who is giving me this punishment for all my activities, and to whom I can take shelter, who will only protect me. I am praying to that Supreme Lord. If I come out of this womb, and then I will do exactly whatever the Lord has said. So he prays in such a way, but coming out of things, and we entangle into this material world, and we don't know what we are doing. We need to reflect what we are doing at every moment of our life. Why we are in this body, why we are in among these relatives, and why our activities are like this, why I'm suffering like this. So as you have saying, decision, take some time and reflect it. That is very, very beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Very good, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. So it was like a reflection, like we have been hearing many philosophies and everything. So it is also needed, like reflecting, like what we are doing. And I like the story of that covered boy. I am hearing that for the first time, and it is very relevant. Everyone will say as like you should think. So what we are thinking, what direction we are thinking, that also matters. It doesn't say think, but we should think correctly. So thank you for all that stories, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And thank you, Amoga Prabhu and Ratan Prabhuji, for the wonderful additions. Like, thank you so much. And can I request any other devotees, if you have any comments or questions or feedback for Prabhuji, like Usha Mataji, Hemlata Mataji, Gaurangi Mataji, Smatigana Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhu, for your nice class today. And then really helpful. Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
It's not a class, Mataji, discussion, all of us.
Yeah, discussion, Prabhu. Yes, I know, but I can't make a discussion like you, Prabhu, even. I'm just thinking. Very nice, Prabhu. Yeah, that's nice discussion. Yeah, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for wonderful realizations and examples. Especially, it's for all of us. Actually, you said elevated devotees in the beginning, but we are not elevated devotees, Prabhu. But
with all of our Sangha is making a massive difference. all of us. Yes.
Yeah. I have no questions actually. I was listening very carefully, but thank you. I like your kirtan. It was so wonderful, so nice, and you sing so well, Prabhu. You always say, "No, no, I know, I knew you will say this." But thank you very much, and I enjoyed this session.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, all of our devotees already glorify you, because yeah, maybe it was not, you didn't choose any specific verse, but
Prabhuji,
you
Hare
make up
Krishna.
all of the like everything, and it's very practical, and it's needed, and whatever you are experiencing in your practical life, your realization reflect that.
That's
and
true,
it is very useful for all of us. Very nice. Thank you.
Very well, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Gaurangi Mataji, you were saying something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You give us such a nice class, Prabhuji. I didn't understand properly, but understand, but it's very, Prabhuji. I like it. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Very good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Meena Mataji.
Meena Mataji, just
Yeah, she just joined. So, yeah,
rushing into prayer now. Oh.
yeah. In this context, if you have some, can I ask a doubt, Prabhuji?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Regarding Amoga Prabhu was explaining, like when we were in the womb of our mother, we were suffering a lot, like, and we were praying Krishna. So, why we are forgetting that much things when we born? Like, why there is not even a minute remembrance? Like, so is it because of the Maya material energy, or is it because of our past desire that Krishna was allowing us to enjoy? Like you were desiring that in the previous month, so previous birth, so you just enjoy. So why we are forgetting completely about everything? And um, in devotees case, we get at least we have a hope, like we are in the right shelter. But in the normal people, why they are still continuing the same mistake, why they are repeating the same karmas, even though they were for a 9 month they were regretting for what they did, and they were praying. And then why they completely forgot that? So
I'll give you my realization, what I understand regarding that, Mataji. If when you were a form of a human being, or like in a form of any in the material world, any form of a living entity, and you're according to your capacity of the brain, if you start remembering everything, just think that if you remember some bad bad things happen to you, and if you always keep remembering things, and if you remember all the things without even in the family members, if someone passed away, slowly our memory goes like like strongness to go to mildness, that way. But if we hold that memory all the time, all those memory will be crazy, we'll go mad. We cannot remember that and hold that much. In a sense, only Krishna remembers everything. He is the supreme power. But for us, if we remember everything, we'll be mad. We cannot hold all those. That's my understanding, Mataji. And of course, Maya doesn't help either. Maya always makes us to go by the senses, and we let us enjoy and drag us away from the Krishna. That's another thing that we forget. They always help, Maya always drag us away from the Krishna, because the reason we are decided to come here, because we turn around to Krishna and we wanted to enjoy we envied Krishna and we wanted to enjoy our senses. That's why. That's my understanding, Mataji. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, Prabhuji, yes, maybe that's so. I was wondering, like, then why for a 9 month period Krishna gave us the remembrance of past 100 years of birth, and is it like a punishment before for what we were doing, or uh, like so? Yeah.
I think so, but I think Amoga Prabhu can answer you better that one. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Amaka Prabhu, just before also, I am adding also another part, Sharanda Mataji. In addition also, even also not forgetting Krishna. In addition, even he is giving us punishment to come to form of human form of life. Even also strong punishment, long way to going, different way putting on this throne, many hot or some other thing, many the hellish punishment is very strong. So everything why we are forgetting now, combine this thing, please.
Yeah, it's very beautiful, Prabhuji, you have mentioned. So this is from the Bhagavatam. So this is the child is saying, so I take shelter of him because so he says that because he can give me relief from all fear. From him I have received this condition of life, which is just befitting my impious activities. So this is the prayers of a baby in the womb. So the previous statements, they explains the baby bound by 7 layers of material ingredients prays with the folded hands, appealing to the Lord who has put him in that condition. And before that his condition was so horrible. It explains development of consciousness from the 7th month after his conception. The child is tossed downward by the airs that press embryo during the weeks preceding delivery, like the worms born of the same filthy abdominal cavity. He cannot remain in one place. He keep on moving. But outside, as a parents, we feel, oh, my child is moving. We feel happiness. But inside the womb, child is going through so much of horrible conditions. So this is 31st chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam in the 3rd canto. This gives like here how baby also goes through intolerable pains, because if mother eats bitter pungent foodstuffs or food which is too salty, too sour body of the child, then it is a horrible situation. So as soon as baby comes out of the mother womb, he forgets everything. So he is deprived of memory due to the severe agony. So this is what Kapila Bhagavan is explaining. This is pushed downward all of a sudden by the wind. The child comes out with great trouble, head downward, breathless, and deprived of memory due to severe agony. So this is the child thus falls on the ground, smeared with stool and blood, and placed just like a worm germinated from the stool. He loses his superior knowledge and cries under the spell of Maya. After coming out of the abdomen, the child is given to the care of the persons who are unable to understand what he wants, and thus he is nursed by such persons, unable to refuse whatever is given to him. He falls into undesirable circumstances. So these are very painful situations of the living entity. And also in the womb, the child is also given the strength to tolerate all the pains that germs, insects are giving him, biting him. He tolerates. So that energy also he gets from the Lord at the Maya. And also says like all these germs and insects, they are the brothers of a baby. In the womb, it is said Sahodaraha. So they are the brothers of a baby. Like we say, they are coming from the same mother. So we say brothers. Likewise, it is mentioned there in the previous. Just wanted to share that one. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. Not taking much time. Hope it answers, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Yes, Thank you for this. So this is third canto, 31 chapter.
Yeah, also please also you add also 30 chapter also, because Sharanyamati specific answer is there also as well. 30 is what is the fruitive activities, because Lord Kapila giving this instruction to his mother. 30, 30. Yes, rectangular. Yes.
Any specific question, Prabhuji?
Yeah, there is many, is a side by side several text also there, but I read as a sequentially on. Is a 30 also mentioning as a adverse fruitive activities. You can go also 30. That is also, yeah, not 32. 32 also clearly, because these three chapter is very, very interesting, very not interesting as everyone, but as a result, how the result is coming, and from when the suffering is starting, from birth, even also before coming or mother body, before also he is suffering. So 30 also, chapter 30 as well.
Yeah, Mataji, I am adding little bit that we are conditioned soul, and we have like 4 defect, and one of that is forgetfulness, and other is our senses are not perfect. That is why we forget whatever we did in the womb, and we are always forgetting. So that is my addition.
Yeah, you can go number 5 as well. You can see number 5. Because illusory energy is very powerful, and he is allowing us to forget us.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, this is Narakastopi Deham Vai Napuman Jaktumichati. Narakyam Nirutam Satyam Devamaya Vimohitaha. Conditioned living entity satisfied in his own particular species of life while deluded by the covering influence of the illusory energy, he feels little inclined to cast off his body even when in hell, for he takes delight in hellish enjoyment.
Hare
That is the
Krishna. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, it's clear. Hare, thank you, Smritigana Mataji. Thank you, Tatan Prabhu. Thank you, Rebashis Prabhu, for explaining. Yeah. So if there is no further comments or questions, means can we move to Narsimha prayers? Hare Krishna.
We have to say loud, horrible, everyone, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Hari
Hari
Bol.
bol, Hari bol, Hari bol,
Hari
Bol.
bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Let's start the machine program. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladoladaine Hiranyakashipurhakshaha Shilatankanakolaye Ito Nasimho Parato Nasimho Jat jato yami tato nasimho Bahir nasimho Ridaye nasimho Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Prabhukaru Kamulu Bhare Naka Abhuta Singham Dalita Hiranyakashipur Tanubindam Keshavadvita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jayo Narasimha Dev Narasingha Dev, Narasingha Dev, Jayo Narasingha Dev, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Nitai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Guru Hari Bol. Narsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai. To Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Very wonderful. That's my prayers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thanks again, Prabhu, for the wonderful session. It was very, very nice.
See you tomorrow morning.
So
Thank
there is nothing
Tolerate.
else. Yeah, can we wind up Amaga Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Yes.
If Prabhuji is happy.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll meet tomorrow morning.
Morning. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you. Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.